Hello there! Congratulations! These are the 8 rings tutorials you've been looking for. Welcome to Ring Jedi System. Today I will teach you one beginner trick, one intermediate trick, and one advanced trick. A few words about Ring Jedi System. I know it's very frustrating when you see some professional doing things like this, and this, and then you get the rings and you're like, wait, but how does it work? So when you're missing those stepping stones, it's very hard to learn something. And this is why I created Ring Jedi System. So it teaches you 8 rings in 8 levels. So you too can become a master of this mind-blowing art form. For your convenience, all these tutorials are mirrored, so you can repeat them exactly as you see them in the mirror. Green rings is my right hand, orange rings is my left hand. Let's get started. Jellyfish. This is one of the beginner tricks from level 2. To start, you need to put your rings together. So your right hand goes in front of the left hand and just grab both of your 8 rings in your left hand. You'll be holding them like this. Then your right hand goes through the right ring and then you grab the front ring and just put it to the side. There you go. That's how you're holding them. You'll notice that right now one hand is through the ring. That's how you're holding them. And then just try to turn your hands, opening and closing. Just using your hands, no finger spinning. Make sure the distance here, here, and here is equal between the rings. And then, once you feel comfortable here, you can start going up when the middle rings are going up, and down when the middle rings are going down. Make it nice and smooth, like a jellyfish in the water. And there you have it. Now you know how to do jellyfish. If you're watching this video but you still don't have the rings, please go ahead and take a look at that guide that I sent you on how to get your first set of rings. Because all of these tricks will require 8 rings. And it's not 8 rings, it's 8 rings. Like an 8-shaped ring. Or like, you know what I mean, like this. If you just got the rings and want to learn it step by step, go to the link below, join Ring Jedi System and learn with me. You'll get full access to Ring Jedi System tutorials, recordings of live classes, this progress tracker, so you can take a look what you learn and see your progress. And also access to Telegram group chat, where I'm sharing some tips for practice, some music, and also where I give you direct feedback on how you do it. Link below to start. Let's move on to some intermediate tricks. For this one, the requirement is finger spinning and being able to do isolation. So this is a variation of a fountain move. You put your rings in a line of 3. If you're intermediate, you already know how to do this. One goes in the front, one in the back. And make sure there's a nice overlap on the middle ring. Then we're doing half isolation out, and then slide rings back together. Half isolation and slide. Half isolation and slide. Here, most importantly, make sure when you bring your rings out with an isolation, there should be a space for one more ring in the middle. So make sure to avoid this. This is wrong, this is right. You can also check it by doing one side at a time. For example, you can do right side only, bring it back, left side only, bring it back. Half isolation slide, half isolation slide. At the same time, half isolation slide, half isolation slide. And just to make it a little bit more interesting, you can add a kick, bring your knee up, and the moment when it hits the rings, you go half isolation, and then slide them back together. All in all, it looks like this. Kick, and slide back. And you can also experiment and do some different variations with or without your foot. That's fountain, one of the tricks from level 5. Hello advanced people! This is one of the tricks from level 8. It's called anchor. And for this one, you need to know finger spinning, you need to know isolation, tracing, also knowing the grid would help, So all of these things. We'll do two variations, one smaller one and one with an isolation. First of all, let's do this. I want you to grab your right ring from the side and put it in front of the left one. And with your left hand, trace one of the rings. One way to do it, you can just put the tips of a finger here on the ring and trace it this way. So this is what movement you'll do with your left hand. Now, with your right hand, we'll just do static spin. So your hand is in one place, just spinning with the fingers. And then what we need to do, we need to connect your left hand with one of the rings from the right hand. And make it a nice line of 3, and always keep it horizontal. That's the main thing. Start spinning and keep that line. So here there will be overlap, and then bring it up and out. So that's the variation of anchor without isolation. You can also practice it by quarters to make sure all of your shapes are looking good. Here you make a nice line of 4, then the L shape, it will be a line of 3, another L shape here, and come back out. Now, the isolation variation. Let's start with the same thing. Grab your right 8 ring from the side. We're using this as a reference point for tracing. Then make a line of 4 and trace the edge of the ring with the edge of the ring on the left hand. It will look like this. This path will be longer. Just try to keep the edge of the ring to the edge of the ring. Focus on only one. So right now I'm tracing this ring on this ring. You see it's going around, and keep it horizontal. Don't turn it in any way. Keep it horizontal, just trace around. Okay? And then what we need to do, add some isolation on the right hand, and we'll do tracing together with this ring, with the left ring of the right hand. Connect them in the same line of 3, keep it horizontal all the way. Same thing, you come into the L shape here, you come into a line of 3, another L shape, and back into line of 4. All in all, it looks like this. Keeping the isolation on the right hand, and keeping this nice line of 3. You can also play around with it, change your isolations, change how you do this anchor, and just have fun with it. There you go, this is anchor from level 8. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. If things like finger spinning and isolation were too confusing, come join Ring Jedi system. I'll explain everything in detail in tutorials over there. If you're a pro at 8 rings and looking to refine your technique and find some new interesting ideas and concepts, you're also welcome to join Ring Jedi system. Thank you very much for watching this video. May the Force be with you.